What is an unexplainable thing that has happened to you? When I was 14, I was home alone when I heard a knock at the door. I opened it to see a man who looked like he was in his 40s. He was wearing a suit and had a briefcase with him. He asked if my parents were home, and I told him they weren't. He then asked if he could come in and wait for them. I told him no, and he left. I didn't think much of it at the time, but looking back, it was definitely strange. A few weeks later, I was walking home from school when I saw the same man standing on the corner of my street. He was just standing there, staring at me. I was freaked out, so I ran home and told my parents. They called the police, but the man was gone by the time they got there. A few days later, I was home alone again when I heard a knock at the door. I looked through the peephole and saw the same man. I didn't answer the door, and he eventually left. I told my parents, and they called the police again. This time, the police were able to find the man. It turns out he was a registered sex offender who had been stalking me. He was arrested and sent to prison. I'm just glad I was able to get away from him before he could do anything to me.